Today's topic is about introduction. How we can write down introduction for your essay. How to write down an introduction, essay introduction. Clear? How many paragraphs do we need to write for an essay? Four. Now, the first paragraph is about an introduction. Very good. The first paragraph is an introduction. So if you want to write down an introduction, so we will include 3 points. An introduction. We will include how many points? 3 points and an introduction part. For example, let's take example of this one. Can you see the example? For example, this is my statement. What is in the statement? Some people think that climate change is happening because of the way humans live their lives. Others think that these changes are natural and that human activities does not have an influence. This is my question. And this is my statement. And then what is the question? Discuss both views and give your own opinion. Now, IELTS provides you with a question, clear? And a question contains 2 parts. How many parts? 2 parts. Number 1, statement, and the second part, question. And there would be 4 different types of questions provided to you by the IELTS. How many types? 4. There are 4 different types of questions. 4. Number 1, we call them opinion type of questions. What type of questions? Opinion. Clear? Opinion type of questions. Number 1 type of question is opinion. The second one is discussion. The third one is opinion and discussion. And the fourth one we call it situation essay. Try to understand it, okay? As I talked before that a question consists of how many parts? 4. No. Essay question, 2 parts. Number 1, statement, and the second one, question. Excellent. Now, from the statement, you can't get like what type of question is it is. But from the question, you can understand. For example, if a question it talks about to what extent do you agree or disagree, so agree or disagree type of questions are, we call it situation type of question. What do we call? Opinion. We call it opinion question. If an essay asks you to what extent do you agree or disagree, clear? So we call it what type of question? Opinion type of question. If an essay asks you, is this a positive or negative development, again it is called opinion type of question. Okay? So if you have, after your statement, as I talked, that there are 2 parts in a question. Number 1, we call it statement, and number 2, question. Excellent. Okay? So statement, from the statement you can't get what type of question it is. But from where you can understand what type of question it is? From the second part, from the question part. Because first part, it talks about, that's the statement. Clear? Second part will tell you what type of question it is. Either it is an opinion type of question, it's a discussion type of question. Like for example, look, that's discussion. What are the benefits and drawbacks? Now, examiner asks you, what are the benefits? You need to discuss the benefits. And what are the drawbacks? So now again, you will talk about the drawbacks. What are the drawbacks? So this type of question is discussion. For example, discuss the advantages. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages. What type of question is this? Discussion. Because he wants you, clear, examiner wants you to discuss both advantages and disadvantages. Now, if you come up with the third type of question, discuss both views and give your own opinion. So now we call it discussion plus opinion. For example, they believe using cell phone by the youngsters, clear, is a wastage of time. Clear? And what do people believe? No. Clear? You believe that it's good for the students because they can search for different type of information. Now you agree that no, it's not the wastage of time. But what do you people believe? It's a wastage of time. So now it's a discussion. One person thinks something else and the other person, he talks something else. So we call it what? Discussion. Opinion is what? If I ask you, what do you say about it? What do you think about it? What do you think about it? For example, do you think using cell phone by the youngsters is a positive or negative development? So now what type of question? It's an opinion, because I want to ask about you. Discussion involves more than one person. Do you understand? And then finally he asks you what? and give your own opinion. So discussion plus opinion. And now if you look, do. He asks you, do. When the question asks about do, again it's opinion. That is called opinion, because I want to, do you play cricket? I want to ask about you. Clear? Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. So opinion plus discussion, because you're going to write down advantages as well disadvantages. And situation essays are those essays where you will be provided with you will be created with a type of situation. For example, they can ask you, what are the problems? Like living in a big cities, clear? Living in a big cities, for example, there's a huge traffic. So what are the problems? What are the problems for something? The statement provided to you, and he can ask you, what are the problems? And what solutions can you suggest? So now, can you see problems? First of all, you will talk about a problem. What are the problems? And then you can suggest solutions. So now it's a type of, what type of an essay? Situation essay. Which factors contribute to this? One thing, is it realistic to expect these factors? Again, situation type of an essay. So we can expect how many types of essays? 4 different types of essays. Number 1, opinion. Number 2, is your opinion. Number 2, discussion. Number 3, discussion and opinion. And number 4, situation essay. Great. Let's come back to our introduction paragraph. Okay. Now, what type of question is this? From where we can understand a type of question? From here or here? The first part or second part? The second. First part, because it's a statement. First part is a statement. We can understand from the second that what type of question is this? Opinion and discussion. Opinion discussion. Why? Because they ask about the opinion as well about, that's the discussion type. Now, I want you people to write down an essay. So as I mentioned earlier, how many paragraphs we will write? 4. First paragraph is about introduction. So now we will target the first paragraph. And the first paragraph is about introduction. So introduction contains 3 major parts. How many parts? 3. 8. How many parts in introduction? 3. Talk to me. How many? 3. Excellent. Now let's talk about it. The first part, first one, gave a general statement about the topic. Point number 1. When you want to write down about your introduction, in introduction, you can provide a general statement. What we can provide? General statement. First of all, give a general statement about the topic. Give a general statement about what? About a topic. Number 1. Number 2, what we can paraphrase the statement and the question. Paraphrase, second thing we will do, paraphrase it. The third one, tell the reader your plan and give the reader your opinion. Tell the reader your plan and give the reader about your opinion. So how many parts do we have? 3. There are 3 different parts. For example, let's take this one. So the first part, like, there is no doubt that Earth's climate is changing. There is no doubt that Earth's climate is changing. Now, for example, can you see? The topic is about what? It's about climate change. It's about climate change. It's about climate change. So what can be my general statement? The first statement I want to write down, it could be about my general statement. Because the topic is about climate change. I want to write down, there is no doubt that Earth's climate is changing. Earth climate is changing. Number 1, clear? So the first part, this statement is called general statement. Then after this, I want to do what? What will I do? Paraphrase. I will paraphrase. While some people believe that these changes are due to human activity, others argue that they are the result of natural process. The statement provided to you, you will paraphrase it. What we will do now? Complete statement will be paraphrased. How to paraphrase it, what are the methods to paraphrase it, I'm going to teach you later on, okay? Yes. I'm going to teach you. So the second part, paraphrase the statement. And the last part, the third one. In this essay, I will discuss both sides of the argument and explain my support for the later view. So this is what I call now? This is your own thesis statement, clear? Tell your reader what you're going to write down in your essay. So how many parts? 3 parts. Forget about the first part and the last part. Right now, forget about these 2 parts. We are not targeting the first part and this one, but our target is about the second one, the last one, paraphrasing. How we can paraphrase. Today we are going to talk about how we can paraphrase a question. How to paraphrase it, okay? Are you all ready now?